so I have returned once again today to actually deliver another stream of Golden Kamuy, the manga series. Actually are good to go. So yes, I actually have returned to cover, I think, chapters 280 to 281 to 290, which is another 10 chapters, I believe, which should be about a volume-ish, maybe around about there. And yeah, I mean, holy shit, did everything just go down last volume? I mean, we actually found out more about Yusaku's character, which actually was kind of cool. We actually kind of, to a degree, I guess, unless it's actually just an illusion from Sugimoto's actual perspective, saw Yusaku's actual face, which there might, in theory, be some, like, possible analysis there to deal with how irises are used in Golden Kamuy. That dictate how the characters do in the theory see their surroundings and war itself. We lost Kakuta, which was depressing as all hell because I liked him. Because the entire backstory of him and Sugimoto actually was kind of really nice. I thought, I like those two. I liked him a lot together, and now he's dead. What the fuck? So yeah, I have zero fucking idea what's going to happen now with Golden Kamuy. All I know is that shit hits the fan quite hard, which is, like, at this point, part of the course when it comes to Golden Kamuy. So I literally cannot wait to see how it does, by all accounts, hit the fan with this shit. So anyway, it's actually put on to actually gone live before I forget to, as I always do. So, I thought I actually removed the macro for that button. Right, so reading Golden Kamuy. Right, and with that we should be good to go. So, as I always do say, let's put that there, let's put that there, and let's actually begin chapter 281, which is called The Person from Hakodate, because we also now actually have, in theory, solved the actual code as well. Squid with Shirashi. So, Hakodate. Hakodate. This was the first port in Hokkaido to be opened to foreign countries as an international trading hub, and it is home to many different churches and consulates. Hakodate Station. Squid skewers Shura Hina. How you say squid in Ainu? Hakodate's squid fishing industry began booming from the Meiji era and is one of the primary places in the country where spear squid and flying squid are caught. We call them epepte. I almost got it, and I missed the E in the middle. So epepetke. It means something that splits into a branch. I bet there must be some fantastic uepeka folktales about squid. Maybe something with a title like the branching paths of fate. There's nothing. We don't care about squid at all. The poor squid. Hurry up. You can eat while you walk. Is this place really star-shaped? It's so damn huge, I can't even picture it. Just how big is it anyway? If you walked a loop around the outer moat, it would be about 1.8 kilometers. In a straight line, the distance from here to the opposite side is about 550 meters. What is Goryokaku anyway? It's the remains of a castle. In the center of the star, the shogunate had a government office called the Hakodate Magistrate's Office. That building was torn down though. This place was built in order to govern the land of Ezo, to serve as a defense against Russia's southward expansion, and a place to conduct diplomacy with the West. Earth was piled up to build defensive walls to protect the castle. Those walls are all that's left now. And this was where the shogunate forces had their final battle against the government army, the grand stage of that Battle of Hakodate. This is where people believe that Hijikata Toshizo died, you know. Ah, yeah, this will be the historically accurate place. Though I don't think in the last chapter he didn't say he died at Goryokaku, he died somewhere else. I think he died close enough to Goryokaku, I believe, but yeah, this would technically be where he died. For real. I don't know if or not it kind of opens up a little bit to maybe a bit of a fearful idea about Hijikata's actual, like, demise in the manga series as well. Will be historically accurate. Who knows? Well, that remains of a warrior's dreams. Goryokaku was the end of our dream. And now Goryokaku will be the place where new dreams begin. Why did I actually put up there so I actually know whether or not the thing is dying? I asked about it on the way here, and the army used this place as a training ground until the 30th year of the Meiji, 1897, but it's deserted now. It's a ways away from the city, and there aren't any houses nearby, so it sounds like nobody comes around here very much. Sure, it might be deserted right now, but to think that they hid the gold in a place where the army had been staying, basically right under their noses, that's one hell of a gutsy thing to do. Where did Noporobu bring the gold here from, though? Where was it hidden originally? According to what Batoru the pirate heard from the old Ainu guy, it was 7 kilometers southwest of here. The Russian consulate on Mount Hakodate. Ah! We actually now finally understand the last what it took 30 chapters to actually get here. We actually finally now know what he said before he died. It took a long ass time. Ah. That's where the gold is, right? Kimuspu. I was with them when they moved it into the building. The warship Kalevala sunk in the sea near Vladivostok, and the Russian captain and everyone else who was coming to buy the Ainu gold were lost along with it. According to the records, the ship was bound for Otaru. So I thought that was where the gold had been gathered up. But Otaru may have been nothing more than one of the ports that the ship intended to dock at. God, if I can say words today. Let's go around back and break in. The Russian consul was blinded by money, so he was cooperating with the sales of weapons. But the consul and his family were aboard the warship when it sank. To the Russian government, his actions weren't something they were proud of. So that explains why he wasn't listed in the passenger log of the Kalevala. Russian relationship with Japan continued to worsen, so no replacement ever came. The consulate remained closed to this day. This way, it's a wall inside a library. We made this wall after the consul disappeared. Everyone beside me who knows about this underground room is dead. Well, who knows? Maybe he might die as well. Everyone dies in the end. No one knows what the room is. There's someone outside. Step, step, step. There's no other choice. Otononshin will have to die. Oh shit. What was that all about? Well, whatever it was. It looks like this isn't a safe hiding place anymore. Can you move the light closer? Everyone was killed by the Wen Kamuy. I just read something. It's basically like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction a little bit. Like everyone just wants it, and it drives people to do things that are kind of crazy. Everyone's gone crazy trying to find it at this point, and I don't think anyone will survive this by the end of it. Personally speaking, like everyone's like, I'm worried about him when if he reads chapters where characters might die. I'm like, I'm ready for it at this point. My heart's just ready for it. 'Cause everyone I know dies in manga. Everyone I love dies. Everyone I like dies. Or everyone I like either dies, becomes evil, or both. That's always what happens, and I'm used to it at this point. I'm cursed. What is this? Hey, Kimispu. What's the meaning of this? When we were trying to crack the code, if we hadn't had the word Hakodate from the word Hakodate from Batoru the Pirate's information, I doubt we've been able to figure out what that star represented so quickly. There's no time for dawdling. We got to hurry and search for it. Old man Nagakura's been way too worked up all day. It takes 13 hours from Sapporo to here by train. Thanks Botaro. We beat those guys to pinch. Hell, Fuzzy Tsurumi might not even be able to solve the code for a few days. He already solved it. Oh. 281. End. Right, so is there any information we should probably read from this chapter? Oh, so the opening thing was a reference. It's like, it had to be a reference, isn't it? The whole entire thing. Noda makes constant esoteric references. So all that remains of Warrior's Dreams. Hijigata is quoting a line from a famous poem by Matsuo Basho. The full line is summer grass, all that remains of Warrior's Dreams. This line was used before by Noda as a tagline for chapter 139, referring to the aftermath of Abashiri. I covered it in the glossary from that chapter as well, so to explain it simply here, the poem was written while looking over the site of a historical battle. The meaning seems to be all these great warriors fought for their dreams, but now this is all that remains. That do be how that thing goes. So, 282. 282, god damn it. We'll get there eventually. 282, moment. So, that's a flag you're raising, Shirashi. Hell, if I said Tsurumi, I might not be able to solve the code for a few days. Oh? What? Hey, these guys are... Duck. These guys were. These guys were. Yo, you know, a line I would never think I'd be saying like right now. Thank God for Tony Anji. Thank God for Tony Anji. Oh, Jesus Christ! Clean off, man. Took his head clean off. Can you hear footsteps from any other soldiers? And it doesn't look like any more of them are nearby. This guy's got a telegram. It just says "fuck you" on it. It was sent for Tsurumi, and telegram was sent from Sapporo 1 hour ago. Come to Goryokaku with all possible speed. I don't believe it. They've solved the code too. I'd heard that Tsurumi had his men scattered all over Hokkaido searching for convicts. So this must have been the men he had lying low in Hakodate. How long do we have until Tsurumi gets here? The steam locomotive that runs between Sapporo and Hakodate makes two round trips every day. The afternoon train departs before 4, so I doubt he could have caught it. If he catches the train tomorrow morning, that means we have an entire day's lead on him, doesn't it? And if he chooses to come by horse, that would still take him over a day. Oh yeah, that's true. No, you don't really think Tsurumi is going to stick to the train schedule, do you? He could just command one of the steam locomotives waiting in Sapporo station head out right away. If he does that, then he'll be here in half a day. Wow. We've got no time to spare. Hurry up and dig. Calm down, Shirashi. I don't think that's where the gold is. You gotta keep Shirashi's like, I need to find it. I need to find it now. I love his enthusiasm and also quite terrifiedness, I guess. And where is it? Is there anywhere in the code where Wilkes showed the location? Like the character for gold or something? We've got to hurry up and dig it up. God damn it. Then run. There are several buildings still standing in the fort. That food storehouse has been there since before the Battle of Hakodate. The buildings that the army built also would have been where Wilkes' group came. The buildings that the army would have the buildings that the army built also would have been there when Wilkes group came here. There we go. That makes sense. I'm sure they didn't want anyone seeing them digging up the ground and burying the gold. There's a high likelihood that they hid it under the floor of a building. We should prioritize them in our search. I won't deny that you've got a point, but wouldn't it have been quicker for them to toss all the gold into the moat? True. Doing that would have saved the trouble of digging a hole and of hiding it. Gold dust wouldn't corrode in water either. That could be a good hiding spot then. In that case, they might have hidden it in a well too. It's not here. Calm down. Oh yeah, where are Kadokura and Kirorus? Kantaro's not here either. We got to split up and start searching for the gold. We left them at the station to have them go look for horse-drawn carts. Carts, not crafts. Carts. There's something else we've got to consider first. Even if we did find the gold right away, how far could we even take it if we ran away? Isn't it likely that Aka and the others had to make many trips back and forth over the 7 kilometers between the two locations? I'm sure it must have taken them a number of days. About how much gold can a horse-drawn cart carry? Given a horse can pull twice its own weight, that means about 800 kilograms. Each bag of gold was said to weigh 60 kilograms, which means a cart could carry 13 bags at most. It's a whole lot of gold. It's supposed to be 1,200 bags of gold, right? Oh, fuck. If Kadokura and the others can just find 90 horse-drawn carts, we might be able to pull it off. Quit joking around, damn it. And what the hell is with that handpin anyway? What were you gonna do, old man? You do have a plan, right? Then we could have predicted that we'd have to find the gold and get out here in half a day. Even Wilk, who made the code, probably never imagined that two groups would figure out almost the same time. We're out of options. Our only choice is to fight. Let's entrench ourselves in this fort and stand against them here. Us against them division. And Ogata. And Ogata. Plus, you're already taking steps to prepare for battle, isn't that right? Huh? Yes, although I've never imagined we'd be working with this little rune to maneuver. They should be coming on the afternoon steam locomotive. I've got Kantaro waiting for them at the station. Sophia. Gotta appreciate Sophia. Those guerrillas are hardened veterans of countless battles with the Russian army. They're certain to be of far more use in a fight than the likes of Shirashi or Kadokura. Well, one of those is quite difficult to fight. We won't be throwing ourselves into a reckless battle. And there's one more big advantage on our side. This will be my second time fighting in Fort Goryokaku. I'm an expert on how to battle here. 282 end. In times like these, any man who manages to make it to old age is a survivor. Right, so 283. So I won't ask for anything, not until we win. 283, God Tattoo. If you're wondering why Goryokaku is in the shape of a star, the answer is for battle. The Bastion Fort was invented in the West sometime around the Muromachi era, and that idea was adopted here and implemented in this fort. What we're standing on right now is a bastion. Sure, she's just kind of just there. He's just there. God, this has actually got a lot of context. Standing here, for instance, gives us a commanding view of the routes that an army attacking from the side would most likely use. We can see that bridge and inner stone wall over there, as well as the bridge to the left and the stone wall of that bastion. You can also see the stone wall of the bastion to your right. In other words, you can see any enemy that approaches the bastions on either side of you, and you're able to shoot them from their flank and eliminate them. Ah, I get it. So any enemy that enters your blind spot on the wall right in front of you can be shot and at from the other bastion, creating a crossfire. That's really effective. The idea is that by stationing soldiers on every bastion, you're able to attack in all directions with no blind spots. This is a fortress that has been specialized for battle. This alone isn't going to be enough, right? We'll need to dig trenches too. That's exactly right. It's no surprise that someone with experience of the new era warfare is well aware of that. Huh? It'll be about 6 hours before Sophia and her men arrive. We'll simultaneously search for the gold and prepare for battle. Sapporo Station 14 hours ago. I came by ship looking for a Siddhartha. My comrades wait in Otaru. How many of them are there? 120. They have weapons to fight with Japanese army too. I want you to gather up your comrades in Otaru and come to Hakodate on the afternoon train. God, my nose is really itchy today as well. Ah. I'm amazed that Sophia decided to join forces with Hideyoshi Toshizo though. She spent this whole time fighting as a partisan for the sake of the minority ethnic groups of the Russian Far East, right? You know, Hichikata Toshizo is after the same multi-ethnic nation that her former comrade was. Is it really so easy to change your goals like that? Yeah, right. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Kyoranka gave his life for that after all. There's no way we can trust her. Sophia and her men might end up stealing all the gold gold out from under us. We'll deal with that when and if it happens. Without joining forces, our chances of emerging victorious are extremely slim. If Assistant Surumi takes all the gold, then we'll be left with nothing at all. I think that's why we can trust Sophia. We shall immigrate to this island, build a secure and firm foundation, and grow in strength. That is the multi-ethnic nation of Hokkaido that our comrade Walk desired, and with time, our power and reach will extend from Hokkaido into the Russian Far East. That is the Far Eastern Federation our comrade Yulbars desired. What Wilk and Yulbars believed in, and what they left behind, I won't let either men's fight be in vain. That's what I decided. You can choose whether you want to follow me or not. Sleepy. Oh shit. Oh shit. What country are those foreigners from, huh? The way there is easy, so easy, but going back is the scary part. Oh shit. Actual past of Ogata's character? What the fuck? What's happening here? Actual context that might or might not change our perception of his character. Might also entirely lead to something happening to his character as well, who knows? Because at this point I'm so used to it happening. Sapporo Station. Yeah, my utmost thanks for your generous cooperation. I'm gonna say, of course, Vasily has to appear at some point. I've hit something. It's a rock, huh? Man, I'm beat. I really do think they hit it in the moat inside a building. But the old man told me, dig here, bark, bark. There's something that makes you so sure. Isn't that right? After all of this, are you still going to try and hide things from us? I don't remember ever agreeing to become your damn soldier. If you got info, share all of it. There were a bunch of bags sitting on the dirt in one of the storehouse buildings that the army was using. Ah, okay. Here they are. I was gonna say that was damn fast. Holy shit. On this tattoo that was given to me in the character for the word God. When we solved the code, this character was located exactly on the spot where this food storehouse stands. Without a doubt, something is buried here. Oh, fucking shit. A blue-eyed wolf tattooed a god onto an oni. Oh, fucking shit. So I won't ask for anything. This is another untranslatable pun. The original line, Hoshigarimasen Katsumarewa, originated in World War II as a slogan used by a national spirit mobilization movement, a government organization created to increase civilian morale and encourage thrift as a contribution to the war effort. The slogan meaning, I won't ask for / desire anything, not until we win, was one of the more famous examples of their campaign encouraging self-sacrifice. What Nodo did was change the first part of the slogan from both sound the same, but the latter now means I won't hunt stars instead. So, Muromachi era. This period lasted from 1336 to 1573 on the Western calendar. Right, 284. Oops, shit. So, in 284 is called our Kamuy. So, I've lost once. It's a major element that can only be that can one day lead to victory. At the time of the Battle of Hakodate, full Goryakaku's walls weren't truly complete. What they lacked, but desperately needed, was a great number of redo out. I've never seen that word. Redibutts. I don't know. I've never seen that word. Redibutts is a small-scale fortification used to defend against the enemy. Well, that's what it means. The pronunciation, though. If we had redibutts, perhaps that perhaps that battle would have gone differently. At the rock, huh? Is there really even something special? Is there really even something special meaning to the god tattoo? I don't know, but I couldn't help but notice that none of the other tattooed skins have any kanji that can be read as shin or jin. 3:30 in the morning. That's not a rock. We've got something. This box is all there is? Of course not, you idiot. There's obviously more down there. Hurry up and open it. Hurry. Huh? What the hell is this? Dirt? Sand? Chetoi. This is crumbled up. Daito Machias earth. That can't be. What is this? There's some kind of paper thing in here. Is this Japanese paper? This is an animal stomach. We use this to preserve things like oil. Clay in animal stomachs. In other words, I took special care to make sure this was waterproof. Was there a reason why they couldn't hide this box at the bottom of the moat then? A book. What's written in that? Get the old guys to read it. This is. It's landed. Around the time when the deal with the Russians was ending in failure, the government called the Republic of Ezo was being formed in Hakodate, and they were having trouble procuring funds. So when Ani made a deal with a man from the Republic of Ezo named Enomoto Takeaki, we made a contract to buy the rights to vast tracts of land all over Hokkaido that had yet to be developed. That's what's written in there. And there's no way that Hichikato Toshizo wouldn't know about that, right? Actually, I had no idea. Judging from the date on the contract, this was signed when I was fighting in Mataguchi, and Enomoto was in Goryakaku. After that, we were dealing with a full-scale assault by the government forces, so we had other things to worry about. Right before we were about to hand over the gold, the Republic of Ezo disappeared. However, Enomoto worked with the Meiji government to see that our contract was carried over to them. The government was in need of funds as well, so they accepted that. Though I'm sure they figured that after they accepted the gold, then they could act like our contract never existed. But Enomoto got the ambassadors from the UK, France, Prussia, the Netherlands, Italy, and the USA to be present at the occasion when the contract was being carried over to the new government. Maybe Enomoto wanted to return the favour he owed the Ainu for the support they tried to give the Republic of Ezo, or maybe he wanted to get his revenge on the government whose army had defeated him. In either case, the deed says how the land is to be used will be left to the discretion of its owner, which means is it discretion or discretion of its owner, which makes it a very inconvenient document for the government. But is the Meiji government even obligated as well? Obligated to honor a contract made by the Republic of Ezo in the first place? Well, there's precedent with the Guarantor incident. A trader named Guarantor from the Kingdom of Prussia signed a contract with the Republic of Ezo for a 99-year lease on a vast tract of land close to Hakodate. Upon regaining control, the new government, fearing that continuing this contract could lead to colonization, negotiated to have the contract declared null and void. As a result, they were forced to pay a massive sum of money as a penalty for breaking the contract. That is interesting. Gaining the Republic of Ezo's assets also means that the Meiji government has to take on their liabilities on an international level. That's simply common sense. Unilaterally deciding to tear up a contract signed by a country would be an act certain to lose them the trust of every other nation. Hold on just a second. About the gold, are you saying they paid all of it into the government? How wonderful. For my daughter living her life as an Ainu, I can't imagine a greater thing to entrust with her with. Oh shit. Oh shit. You must have thought that the only way left to use the gold was to buy up all of the forested land. It was a way to protect the Ainu without having to fight. Protecting the forests that allows the Kamuy to remain, and the Kamuy are a fundamental part of our culture. I find it hard to see what I should do for the sake of the Ainu. It's something that was already accomplished by the Ainu of the past. The Kamuy that was said to bring disaster has been replaced with the Kamuy that we truly need. Oh shit. I'm disappointed that my legs gave out. But why did Wilk hide the land deed here in the first place? Wouldn't he have made better off bringing it back with him? Maybe he hid it because somebody was after the deed, like Kyoranke. If Kyoranke had managed to steal the deed, I didn't think it would have been any use to him. We've got about 2 hours left before the time we estimate First Sense Ceremony is going to arrive. There's no reason for us to be here. We need to retreat immediately. We've got to tell everyone who's making the Redabutts. I don't know. Hurry? Oh, hurry? Question mark? No, hurry. I can't see through the tears. I can't walk. Get a hold of yourself, Shirashi. Hold on a minute. They only used half. Huh? They used 10,000 kun to purchase the land. So that means there's still 10,000 kun, about 37 tons of gold left. Good morning! Good morning, Hakodate. 284 end. Good morning. It's also a reference to Good Morning Vietnam. I was like, wait a minute, is he gonna do a Good Morning Vietnam reference? And he did. That was the reference in the end as well. So the kan measurement is the old Japanese unit of measurement. 1 kan is equal to 3.75 kilograms, which makes that 37,500 kilograms of gold, I think. Maybe around about there. 3,750 maybe. Something around about that measurement. I might be wrong or right. I don't know. Right, so 285, which is called, if I actually find it, 285 Final Battle. It's not final, considering it's still going on. There's still half the gold left. 10,000 kan. It's somewhere. It's here somewhere. Calm down, Shirashi. Gah! Quick to trenches. Watata. Damn, he's got speed. Shinpachi's got speed. It's if I say it's Tsurumi, but they're here too soon. Look around towards the sea. There's something floating over there. It's a military balloon. It's scouting out our position, which means that they're firing us with ship cannons. They got here so fast because they're using destroyers. Man, they're using the fucking sea. That's crafty. Mosu. He returns. As soon as he began working on decoding tattoo code, President Tsurumi sent a message to Koito's father at the Ominato 3rd Echelon Naval Base in Aomori, telling him to come to meet us so we can reach the goal in the shortest amount of time, no matter where it might be. From Sapporo Station, they took a train headed for Muroran Station. They then boarded the destroyers waiting in the harbour there, and used those ships to arrive in Hakodate Harbour. Damn, that boy's got that boy planned. That boy planned. Miss Nakakura, are you okay? Destroyers. What are you going to do? Karakura! I'm leaving things to you. Where's he going? There should be soldiers nearby. Someone's coming. Don't shoot! I want to tell President Tsurumi. There's a plan here, isn't there? There's a fucking plan here. There's a good old plan here. Don't tell me he went to surrender just to save himself. There's no way in hell he'll do that. Well, probably. Anyway, it's too late to retreat now, so we've got to do things ourselves. Come on, Kirois. They're planning to keep this up until Goryokaku has been completely leveled. Look out of here then. They're lying in wait for anyone driven out of the fortress by bombardment. There are 3 exits. Most likely a large number of soldiers are hiding on the other side of those bridges. The destroyers they're using can only carry 16 soldiers. Even if they came with all 4 vessels they use in Abashiri prison, that means they've got 64 men. So that means so their numbers might be thin outside of those 3 exit points. So that means you've got to shoot exactly 64 times, if you're lucky, to actually be able to get out of there fine. And I believe a rifle holds 12, is it 4 or 6 bullets? One of the 2. Was it 12? I can't remember back then. Then that's even more reason we should get out of here now while we've got the chance. Now hold on. Will said that he would give half of the gold to the convicts. That fits with what's written in the land deed. Whether the other half of the gold is here in Goryokaku or not, let's figure that out before we run away. True, Will made that whole complicated code pointing to this fort. It's hard to imagine it'll end up that oh, the rest of the gold is somewhere else in Hokkaido. I can't afford to die until I get a glimpse of that gold. Calm down, Shirashi. The cannons have stopped. There wasn't any gold. And here I was wondering what Nakakura Shinpachi had to say to me. Did you expect me to hear that and say, "Oh really?" and go home? Actually, that was the actual outcome. He was like, Shinpachi just kind of goes to him and goes, so yeah, there was no gold. He's like, oh shit, really? I'll just go home. I'll blast them to pieces with the cannons. Then we can push aside all the chunks of flesh that Hijikata Toshizo and the others left behind, and simply see for myself whether there's any gold underneath that. There was a land deed. The Ainu used the gold to buy land in Hokkaido. So wait a minute, that's actually quite interesting. Holy shit. Hold up. Hold the horses. The Ainu signed a contract with the Republic of Ezo. Then after the Battle of Hakodate, Enomoto Takeaki and ambassadors from various countries stand witness. I say witness just then. Witness. As a major government inherited that contract. As intelligence officer, doesn't this fit with some things you wondered about before? For instance, how the major government seemed to be surprisingly flush with funds after the Battle of Hakodate, or the massive funds that were needed for the wars with China and Russia. Does any of that strike you as odd? It was written that the land deed is written with it was written in the land deed that the Ainu people can make use of those lands. Vast tracts of them all over Hokkaido. If the fortress are cleared, there will be acres upon acres of fertile soil, suitable for farming, and sleeping beneath that land are great stories of mineral resources. Whose name is on that deed? There isn't one. The rights to make use of the land are granted to the Ainu people alone, but I imagine that land deed has value for you as well. There are a number of Ainu soldiers like Ipote within the ranks of the 7th Division, aren't there? In exchange for the land deed, I want you to guarantee that you'll spare everyone's lives. At heart, fighting is what Hijikata Toshizo cares about. As a vice commander of the Shinsengumi, all he wants is to find a place where he can have his last spectacular fight and then die. Hijikata Toshizo somehow managed to make it through that unwinnable battle of Hakodate with his life. But now he's trying to make sure that he doesn't let the next opportunity to die slip away from him. I'll return to Goryo Kaku, and I'll give him my all to convince him to surrender. Mrs. Shinpachi, please, don't prostrate yourself like that any longer. You're planning to use that land deed as a shield to keep the threats of Kanza at bay, and with that taken care of, return to Goryo Kaku to fight alongside Hijikata Toshizo. Isn't that right? You wily old Tanuki. I'd say the real crazed Shinsengumi survivor is you. Isn't that right, Shinpachi? You're the one true thing. You're the one truly itching for one last fight. 285 end. Oh shit. Oh shit. 286. 286. Oh man. Are you sure you want to go, Mr. Kadakura? I've got no choice. Those warships got here quicker than we protected, but if we don't do something, they're going to wipe us out. A deeply loyal layabout. We've got to do something about the bombardment from those destroyers. Wait, you mean that's a really dangerous mission you're talking about? You better not go dying either, Kantaro. We need to find Mansa. Who? He's one of the Sophia's men. We gotta borrow him. Well, shit has gotten quite interesting, hasn't it? Shit has gotten pretty interesting. 286 time limit. Yeah, we're right chapter. I say for a second I was like, did I skip one? We gotta go. Come on, Mansa. Who is that? Hey, please tell me. I'm scared. Enough of the terrible performance. I'm quite proficient when it comes to seeing through lies. Chris is a liar himself, that's why. Oh ho. So you know how much of what I said was true then? Oh shit. Call this Shinpachi here, can we? Ogata returns. He got there pretty fast as well, to be honest. He kind of slyly walked on in. Oop. So basically what we've actually assumed in this whole entire arc so far is the ones itching for fight aren't actually anyone else besides Shinpachi and Hichikata, which actually is quite amazing. Also Tsurumi as well. All of Tsurumi's men who couldn't fit on destroyers are coming by train, right? Which means they could be here any minute. And since the bombardment has stopped for now, how about we take this opportunity to get just the little lady out of here? She can take the land deed too while she's at it. Sounds fine to me. I don't get any use out of some land deed. The same goes for anyone else, right? Well, old man Hichikata and them can use it to argue the land belongs to the Republic of Ezo, so it might have some value for them. It might have some value for them. If I made it this far, the gold might be right under our feet. There's no way in hell I can give up. I'll stay too. I want to be of use to everyone. I want to see this through. Little lady. If it comes down to it, I'll get her slipper out, go to Okaku and take her someplace safe, then come back. Mr. Hichikata! Shinpachi let himself get captured. He said that he's leaving things to me. Maybe thanks to him that the cannons have stopped. Well, anyway, I'm gonna head out just like we planned, right? All right, go then as quickly as you can. Please stay safe. Sometimes I kind of see like out of focus shots, but shots you can't really see very well as like indications of someone's actually dead. But thankfully not that time. The fact that you sent Katakura on such a dangerous mission means that you've finally decided no more running. It's time to fight, right? Why? Acidipa. By staying here, you'll likely get a chance to understand how your father felt. A very lucky man brought a fortunate wind along with him, and now the wind is trying to guide us to victory. 286 and Katakura switch. So Katakura switch is a parody of the Japanese show Pythagora Switch, an educational children's show that has been airing on NHK since 2002. The show features a number of different segments, but the most relevant one here is the Pythagorean device, which has given the show its name. This is the Japanese term for Rube Goldberg's machine, and in fact, Pythagoras switch is also now sometimes used to refer to that type of machine. These complicated chain reaction machines are a famous aspect of the show, and it's likely that Noda is referring to the chain reaction where Katakura rival brought a gust of wind that revealed some new detail about the tattooed code. Little musical note at the end is a reference to the Pythagoras switch jingle that begins and ends on each episode. There you go. Interesting. 287. 287. God, my arm's dying. Oh, arms dying for some reason. I'm getting old. So 287, Katakura's horse. Katakura, are we gonna be okay? Aren't they gonna shoot us? When Shinpachi left, he headed to the windbreak of the tree straight across from the bridge. And the soldiers there caught him. But the encirclement should be thinner if we head in a direction that doesn't have a bridge. We're 300 meters away from the windbreak. So even if they do shoot at us, they won't hit anything. But when we go through that windbreak, we've got to gallop at full speed. There's a bunch of flies out here today too, huh? There's armed flies, Katakura. Those are the soldiers who came on steam locomotive. If we'd been even a little slower to leave Gotokaku, they would have had the place totally surrounded. So it really was you who stopped the bombardment, Mr. Shinpachi. Yeah, so I don't know if they'll continue to hold off on using those cannons. But at the very least, I planted a seed in the first Lieutenant Tsurumi's mind that will make him hesitate before he launches any large-scale attack. Here, sir, it's Onuma Dango, speciality of Onuma Park Station. a land deed. Do you believe what he said? It's a bluff. If only he knew. So we can't be certain of that. After the Battle of Hakodate, the government should have been short of funds, but they began large-scale development projects all over the new imperial capital, Tokyo. The laying out of sewage and water pipes, along with train tracks over a vast area, the brick district of Ginza. On top of that, the massive breweries that were built in rapid succession: Yokohama, Sapporo, Tokyo, and Osaka. It said that the taxes levied on alcohol alone provided the military funds for the war with China. And it said that the government borrowed an enormous sum of money from England to finance the war with Russia. Though who can say how true either of those stories are or is? During World War II, an incident called the Hoarded Goods incident occurred, in which a large store of diamonds and gold hidden away as a source of funds for military use disappeared from beneath the Bank of Japan. This and the other incidents like it were a part of regular occurrence in the Japanese army, in which secret stashes were hidden away in preparation for upcoming war. Oh, interesting. Interesting. There's no way Lord Okuda wouldn't know about the land deed. But he used the gold as bait so that he could use us to destroy the inconvenient contract that was signed with the Ainu. Well, whether the deed actually exists or not, I'll confirm it with my own two eyes. We'll give Hidegata Toshizo the fight he wants. It's time for the siege of Fort Goryokaku. We should dig in this area. Why here? On Katakura's tattoo, there was a single important character which pointed to this spot. It was something from so long ago that I'd forgotten all about it. Hurry. A cover? Hurry up and open it. Hurry! It's a well for horses. Back then, I helped take care of the horses in Goryokaku, and now I'm the only surviving person who knows about this well. Calm down, that's dangerous. Hold Trashy back. He's not thinking straight right now. I sit up. Let's go down there together. Yeah. How's it look? Whoa. There's a whole bunch of leather bags down here. Let's check the contents in front of everyone. Or Ushiyama. Start pulling. I really do wonder where the actual full season is going to go, because also got to mention, as of recording this stream, they announced season 4 of Golden Kamuy for October, and Jack the Ripper actually makes an appearance in the PV. So my opinion is that we will go up to at least 270. So I do actually wonder whether or not it might be longer. We actually might see the siege of Goryokaku, but I don't know. I kind of want it to be longer than 12 episodes, because this needs a lot more time, I think. This section, at least. Gold! we told you it was dangerous, damn it. Just sit up there quietly and wait, you idiot. Ow. Oh shit. The 287 chapters, they found it, by looks of things. Let's sit up. If I manage to find the gold, huh? All around you are golden droplets fall and fall. 287 end. Well, there you go. There you go. They actually finally found it. 288. Let's go. So 288, a pleasant man. The Ainu so 1860. The Ainu take the gold dust they have spent several years gathering and hide it in the Russian consulate. 1869. The Battle of Hakodate, the Ainu buy land in Hokkaido from Enomoto Takeaki. The contract is carried over to the Meiji government, and the Ainu pay using half of the gold. So 1891 to 1901, the gears of history were turning. It's 1902. Walker and the others find a land deed in the remaining half of the gold in the Russian consulate. They hide it in the horse well at Fort Godokaku. 1902. The seven Ainu were killed. Hope becomes a Horobu and enters Abashiri prison. And there we go. So how are we going to use the Hokkaido land deed? 1902 Russian consulate. The government effectively rules Hokkaido, and even if we Ainu went and showed them this deed, I can't imagine that they'll just say, "Oh, okay," and hand over the land. We should ask Enomoto or Takeaki for help. How do you figure? Say words correctly. That's a good thing actually, because I think at this point the actual find the gold doesn't really carry like the same, like, it's a MacGuffin. The whole entire thing's a MacGuffin, and the MacGuffin's always meant to be found by the end of the whole entire journey. That's how it all kind of works out. But yeah, it does kind of carry that feeling that the actual journey will be over. So you feel a sigh of relief because they found the gold after 287 chapters, but at the same time, you know now everything's coming to an end. It's going to be over soon, and it kind of does hurt a little bit. I do actually agree. It also has that kind of like, what could also happen with the gold later on? How do you figure we were able to meet an important politician like that? Meiji government is after that deed. That's why we kept it hidden here. They'll see before it even manages to reach Enomoto Takeaki. But maybe that Nispa might be able to get us in touch with him. 1869. We frequently went to Goryakaku as we negotiated with Enomoto Takeaki over buying the land. And all the while, we had no idea that the Battle of Hakodate was about to escalate. Humispa, get some water for the horses, okay? It's a pretty uncommon tattoo you've got there. Does it mean something? No. Oh shit. Oh fuck. It's our boy. Here, I help. I need to get a drink for my horses too. Oh, that's okay, Nispa. Were those Ainu who just went into the magistrate's office your friends then? Oh yeah, the people here were talking about buying the seaweed and shellfish, and things we catch. I see. I left pretty much everything here here to Enomoto. Since the only things I'm good with are battles, horses, and women. What a pleasant guy. It's our boy. Then later I discovered that the pleasant man I talked with was Hichikata Toshizo, a commander in the Republic of Ezo. Enomoto didn't tell us any of his aides Hichikata included about the deal to buy the land. The deal proceeded along with long and deepest secrecy, and we prepared the gold to pay the Republic of Ezo. We're to not trust Enomoto Takeaki too much either. If it gets out that we're hiding gold in the Russian consulate, then they'll steal it all. We take out only what we need for the payment, then we disperse by boat over land, or over land, and stay away for a while. That way, they can't link the gold to the consulate. While we were busy talking, the government forces began their all-out attack. The ships out at sea started their bombardment, and on land, the remnants of the shogunate forces set fire to the town. Everything was thrown into chaos. It looks like everyone started evacuating to Mount Hakodate. Oh shit! It's that peasant man I met before. Forget about him. He's one of Enomoto Takeaki's comrades. We gotta help him. In order to keep him concealed from the men who were hunting down any surviving soldiers, we cared for him in a house. That would be really weird. In a house that had been left empty when its owners evacuated. I heard the Kaiten Maru burned up. There's nothing left of the fearsome Kaiten but bones, they say. The Kaiten Maru was a battleship that Hidegata Toshizo had sometimes been on as it rode into battle. Then Benten Daiba is all that's left. I have to defend it. Goryokaku is going to fall because of the bombardment from those ships. Benten Daiba was a fortress equipped with cannons, and it was while he was on his way to support the fort that Hidegata was shot. Because wasn't Hidegata shot in real life? That's how, if I remember, it's actually how he died. I might be wrong. I swear, isn't that how Hidegata died? He died on horseback, if I remember correctly. Oh, quick look. I swear he died on horseback. Yeah, so in the final conflict of the revolution on June 20th, Hidegata was killed near Inpongi Kanmon. While leading his troops on horseback by a bullet that shattered his lower back, his body was later claimed by Koshiba Chonosuke and others. So if you actually go back quickly, is it on his lower? It's on his lower back as well. Well, he's holding his front, but it's on his back. I was gonna say, I swear he died via shot as well. That's how he died. But he didn't die here. He died like elsewhere. Hidegata's actually a cool dude in this one as well. Every single time I see him in media, like in Japanese media, he's always a cool dude. In here in Gintama, he's just pretty cool. I know. I like the Shinsengumi a lot. That's why I always kind of find it always interesting when they already appear in anything. Nispa, yesterday while you were unconscious, Benten Daiba surrendered. Kimispa, there's something I want to ask you. Please take me to Mount Hakodate. Did you come here to see this cannon? Was that the sound of the ships firing on Goryokaku? Hey, you over there. I knew it. It is Hidegata Toshizo. Don't shoot. I figured that the Ainu would lose the land if the Republic of Ezo was beaten, so I was desperate. Oh shit. Stop, Kimispa. You'll be killed. I'm truly sorry. I won't forget the debt that I owe you. Partly out of guilt over having handed over Hidegata over to the government forces, I couldn't tell Inamoto Takeaki about what happened to him. I went around asking people afterwards, and for some reason, not one of them said anything about Hidegata Toshizo being caught or executed. Several years later, I started hearing various rumors that he had been locked away in prison. I even confirmed it with a man who used to be a warden. Hidegata Toshizo is still alive. I heard rumors too that Hidegata Toshizo helped build the convict road. That Nispa might be able to get our message through to Inamoto Takeaki. So should we pretend to be wardens and break him out? Hidegata Toshizo. Anyway, for now, we need to move the gold someplace away from the consulate. There must still be some Ainu out there who knows about this place. I know a good spot. So it's just God damn, he was. man's a solid 10 out of 10. I was like, Jesus Christ, when I saw him first time. I was like, woo. Last time we went to meet Inamoto, the magistrate's office had been torn down. I saw them cover over this well with dirt. For the time being, let's hide the gold dust here and work on starting an uprising among the Ainu. Hidegata Toshizo, if he hasn't forgotten the debt he owes, he should repay the Ainu of the future. Asidipa, by staying here, you'll likely get a chance to understand how your father felt. 288 end. So there we go. it's kind of cool that in the end, Hijikata and Wilk actually had, well, technically had a bit more of a history than we actually anticipated, which is pretty like on point with pretty much everyone in this whole entire manga at this point. Like, good lord, everyone's just got a strange like connection. Oh shit. So, actually go downwards, or upwards actually. 289, the siege of Goryokaku. They're firing again. Get in the holes. Whoa, shit. The ships have started firing again. Get up here. Grab the rope, all three of you. We're leaving the gold here for now, Shirashi. Come on, let's go up. No way, I'm staying here. You idiot. One shot hits this well and you'll be buried alive. Ah. Alright, now we've got no choice but to defend this fort. If we lose, we'll never lay our eyes on that gold again. Did you not believe me about the land deed? Either way, we've got to hurry. I mean, at this point, he's not gonna leave anyone, is he? He's a man that's got his own thought process. And that's all he believes. Is the reason why they stopped bombarding us because Shinpachi pretended to surrender or something and bought us time? Who knows? If that was the case, it doesn't seem like it had much effect though. Shinpachi told them the honest truth about the land deed. If I was in his place, that's what I would have done to keep the threat from their cannons in check. During the Battle of Hakodate, there was a magistrate's office in Goryokaku, a tall building that stood out within the walls of the fort. The major government used the building as a target for their ships bombarding the fort from the sea, and the roof of the magistrate's office was hit many times. Roof, not proof. Unable to withstand the attack, the Republic of Ezo surrendered, and the government army was able to take Goryokaku without having to resort to a close-range battle of ground forces. If there was a way in which the Republic of Ezo could have waged a more successful battle, and I suppose it would have been to build Redobuts capable of weathering that bombardment. However, even without magistrate's office to use as a target, by using a balloon to observe the fort, we were able to fire upon it with far more accuracy than was possible back then. They're aiming exclusively at the Redobuts we built on the bastions. After all, during the siege of the Port Arthur, we learned a painful lesson just how much damage Redobuts can cause. Here they come. It's just the thing that Ogata does as well. Ogata does the whole breathe in. Charge! Once the Redobuts on the bastions had been completely wiped out, the 155 infantrymen who made up Tsurumi's forces simultaneously moved forward to cross the three bridges that served as entrance points to Fort Goryokaku. South entrance. Oh! North entrance and east entrance. Hurry, men. Get inside Goryokaku as quickly as you can. Cross that bridge and at full speed. Huh? Several dozen meters behind the bastions inside the fort. Those Redobuts we blew away, the bastions were decoys. There wasn't a single person inside any of them. Play like a damn fiddle. Even if they retreat, the windbreak is about 300 meters behind them. There's no way for them to hide along the walls of Goryokaku. Don't stop. Get inside. 289 end. Warfare is the art of deception. Oh, it's from the Art of War, that line. There you go. That line's for the Art of War. Ogata's somewhere in here as well, isn't he? I forgot about that. Ogata just sort of just turned up. He's sort of just, I think Vasily's there somewhere as well, if I'm not mistaken. Vasily's like somewhere inside the whole entire, maybe inside the whole entire fort as well. I actually have no idea. So 290, god damn it, actually 300 chapters away, 10 chapters away from the big 300. The statue of Canon. It's the east entrance. That's a what? We've got to get across that bridge. I guess not, actually. I guess not. Everyone's almost meeting untimely deaths in this chapter. Holy shit. South entrance. Whoa. Ask the ships for another bombardment at the bastions. Get them to hit the area around the entrances too. Yes, sir. We're too close to the bastions, sir. Second Lieutenant Koito will be caught in the blast. Let's believe in Second Lieutenant Koito, shall we? That's that he's suited to be our flag bearer. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, good point. It's the first time. I've got to protect this landing, no matter what. The survivors of the Boshin War and survivors of the war with Russia. So which is going to win? Experience or momentum? Hey, that soldier's waving some kind of flags. He's sending signals. They're trying to start the bombardment again. Shoot him. That'd be really bad. Oh, shoot him anyway. Alright, we stopped them. Oh shit. Ready every hand grenade we've got, Sergeant Tsukushima. Grab all the hand grenades. Come with us, Second Lieutenant Koito. Eliminate the enemies in the bastions. Haha! Hold fast, men. Don't even think of letting them into this fort. Here's got to let's retreat into those trenches. No, if we pull back, they'll use that chance to break through, fully prepared to be hit by their own cannons. We've got to stop them here. But if this keeps up, we're all going to be blown to pieces. Have faith in Karakura's group. It's this statue of Canon. I had to ask the cannon to move out of the way. Hurry, we're out of time. There's a cave back there. What is this? It turns out that right in the middle of the Battle of Hakodate, Hijikata and the other Shinsengumi hid this here at Mount Hakodate. Oh. Oh shit! This is the Kaiten Maru's main cannon. Through the years have passed, the fearsome Kaiten cannon still remains. So flag signals. The soldier with the flag was doing what is called flag semaphore. A system of signaling that involves using two flags to transmit a message, with the position of the flags representing a message, with the position of the flags representing different letters of the alphabet, or other things. It seems to have originated in 1866, inspired by the optical telegraph, which used arms on top of the telegraph building to signal information. The Navy and Army in various countries found this to be a useful way to transmit information, especially between ships, and it was adopted in Japanese during the Meiji era. The system was modified to fit the Japanese language, and since the Japanese use a syllabary, I, E, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, instead of an alphabet, each individual signal tended to make more flag motions to convey. It was used at first by the Navy, and it seems that the signals were kept secret. The Army, seeing the usefulness of such signals, adopted it shortly thereafter. Ah, there you go. That's what it actually meant. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Right. Well, there we go. Oh, my back's dying, actually. Oh. Well, after what, 280 chapters, we finally got to the gold. That's the main thing to note. As well, my hair's going funky. Now my hair will not stay. So we got to the gold. Now the journey's basically kind of pseudo over. It's not over in a usual context because, let's be real, it was a MacGuffin. It wasn't like a conventional, well, it was a conventional plot device, but it's also a MacGuffin at the same time. But we know that's not the actual entire meaning behind the journey. The journey still carries on afterwards. And I kind of like how they do actually frame that. Because essentially, the gold is this grandiose moment in the whole entire manga series. Is the holy shit, they found it. But here, it has a very soft feeling. It doesn't really kind of carry a feeling of like, oh my god, they found the gold, what the fuck, kind of thing. You go, holy shit, they found the gold. And that's about it. It doesn't carry a feeling that you get in other series. It's not like, say, I don't know, if in if they got to the Grand Line in One Piece and found the treasure that lies in the Grand Line. Like, if they've actually found Gold Roger, is that Gold Roger? Is that just a dubbed version of the actual character? You know, the pirate who left everything he owned in one piece, essentially. If they actually found the gold, or found what was there, the treasure, that moment would be fucking historic, because it's like the thing that everyone's been gearing towards. The opening even mentions it, like, you gotta go and find it, it's somewhere there. But even there, in One Piece, it still doesn't carry the exact same meaning, does it? It kind of carries, it doesn't carry the same kind of, like, feeling, because it's been so reduced to the point that it doesn't feel like it's the main focal point anymore. It feels like it's just, it feels like it's the backing of the entire thing. That's the same thing that applies here. I kind of wanted to say that the Grand Line is going to be like grandiose historical moment, but at the same time, it has the exact same feeling here. So my entire thought process still felt at the end of it all. But you know what I mean. Essentially, it sort of just kind of has this very soft feeling. It doesn't have the meaning that I would have thought when I first started this manga. Because so many things has happened, so many things have changed. Now we have the whole entire deeds, that the gold is just there. It's just a thing. It's something that everyone's going towards. We understand it corrupts people as well. So even there, the actual meaning behind it has basically been reduced to zero. And yeah, it just happens. It just kind of happens. I mean, maybe if you're reading it weekly, and I probably would have caught up to it weekly, I might have been different with the feeling of it. But at the same time, it just doesn't feel like what you would otherwise associate with this whole entire feeling. It just kind of feels like it's just it kind of happens, doesn't it? It sort of just happens, and that's about it. I kind of like that. I like how he did that, and also kind of like how in the end we found out more. It does. The content is very rich. I like that Hijikata had more meaning behind the entire plot than I originally anticipated. I kind of like that aspect as well, because again, he's a character I really like. He's one of my top 3 characters in all of Golden Kamuy. Actually see him have that shining moment as well, that he actually has more importance. It's kind of great as well. And also kind of like how we saw him in his past as well, in his prime. That was also very awesome. So yeah, I kind of see where 291 to 300 go towards, and then actually then, you know, 300 beyond. Scared about that section. Can't wait to see what goes beyond there. So yeah, probably by the end of the week, hopefully I might be able to catch up to the rest of Golden Kamuy, I think. Probably by the end of the week, I think. So actually do join me then. So until next time, actually have enjoyed the stream. Do leave a like, it does help quite a bit. Leave a sub as well, helps quite a bit also. Leave a follow on Twitter leave a follow on Twitter, also on Twitch, because both do help quite a bit. One, you see these streams live, and the other, you'll see when the streams go live, and any other things I do as well. Until next time, with some more Golden Kamuy the manga series, I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.